Hello everybody, Angel Arts here, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. We are now officially in Skyhold, the main keep of our Inquisition, and we're gonna explore. I'm gonna explore for the first time. I have not seen any of the videos. There's been several videos that Bayer has released.
What do they make down here?
What can
I make?
Several videos and like sneak preview playthroughs that BioWare has released showing Skyhold, and I made it a point to not watch any of them because I wanted to go through this blind completely and just not know anything about this place other than its name. The Undercroft, cataloging Skyhold, Undercroft editions. Difficult. To be clear, we can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes, are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie in new stone, which means excavation. And I wouldn't go messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose, whatever that was. The whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots that feels like the inside of a forge. Large spots. No idea what that means, it's as solid as you get. So fill it full of tools and toys. But there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old build like that. A sodding fool. Structural evaluation for Lord of Dadar's consideration. Mason Gatsy. Ooh, I get my own Mason. And a dwarf, of course. Parrot.
Serve the Lord who loaded his catapults with anvils. Point made. I've walked away from too many burning buildings.
Oh.
This place, though, he'll be alright.
I've rescued him.
It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
I rescued you from the burning building. I'm glad I did. For you and me both.
You think it's strange to say? It's stranger to hear.
Yeah.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
You've got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Shame about a darn. Experience like that, you can't just find. I never understood the knave. My fault, probably. The rest of us go on. It's what we have to do. You gave us the chance. Thanks for
The
that.
Knave and Adon.
I'll be back later.
The Knave and Adon.
I'll be here.
I'm so sorry I couldn't save you. Tactician's renewal. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I really need to buy from you at the moment. So what can we do here at the forge? Yeah, modify armor, craft weapons. Skyhold customization. Use the workbench at Skyhold's Undercroft to plan out the design of the castle. Beautiful! So this is where I get all of my upgrading stuff is all in one place. Alright. Probably should load up on everybody. Regeneration, Sarah. Have more of that. Give more of that. My elf fruit's now suddenly in the 50s. Solus, Varric. Where's Cole? I don't have him yet, do I? Okay, I have to get Cole here. I have to talk to Cole. I need him. I need him. Skyhold banner. Change the Inquisition's banners. Oh, wow! Andrastian Chantry, Dalish, Dwarven, Ferelden, Free Marches, Inquisition, Circle of Magi, Orlais, Templar, Tevinter Imperium, or Grey Warden. Interesting. Grey Warden, Tevinter Imperium, Templar, Orlais, Circle of Magi, Free Marches, Ferelden, Dwarven, Dalish, and Drastian. Let's just keep it Inquisition for right now. Just keep the Inquisition banner. Bed. Change the centerpiece in the Inquisitor's quarters? Oh, wow, I get to decorate my room? Free March's bed, that's fine. I apparently have like 8 to collect. Drapery. Choose a drape for the Great Hall. Basic. Okay. Heraldry. Choose the heraldry that appears around Skyhold. Basic Ferelden, Orlais, Andrasted Chantry, Dalish, Dwarven, Free Marches, Inquisition, Templar, Tevinter, Grey Warden, Circle of Masai, Chainlit, Konari. Yes, let's make this Konari. Just giving me my own personal touch. Decor. Personalized decor throughout Skyhold. I have to go and collect all this stuff, guys. I want throne. Inquisition, Dragon Maw throne. The Dragon Maw throne looks pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Let me try starting with that. Windows. Install stained glass windows in the Inquisitor's quarters. I have my own quarters? Ferelden's fine. I think Art's actually from Ferelden. So I think that would help him. Inquisition trappings quest completed. I think he is from Ferelden, so it would make sense for his quarters, close quarters, to be Ferelden decoration. I can always change it later. Okay. So we've customized our stronghold. I'm gonna have to find my quarters. I can't wait to see my quarters. What does the map look like? Oh wow. Oh my gosh. There's a lot to see and do here. Special shipments. Josephine, Liliana, Solis, Dorian. They're all over there. War Room. From the Ashes. With the new base of operations, the Inquisition is ready to make its mark on the world. Cassandra, Iron Bull, Sarah, Vivienne, Blackwall, Cullen. Oh, there's Cole! I have to make my way down there systematically. Okay. I want to get to Cole. That's my biggest goal. Biggest goal is to get to Cole. Fast travel. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't want to fast travel because I want to explore thoroughly. Get the lay of the land first before I fast travel. Actually, let me go here first. Excuse me. Oh, I can't go that way. Alright, fine. We need to clean this place up. Wow. Oh, Josephine, you're here.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Okay.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the higher stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Don't worry, Josephine. We'll protect the Empress no matter what.
I pray you're right. If your vision of the future comes to pass, the death of the Empress heralds the destruction of everything. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Tedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade.
Ooh.
Every power in Orlais will be there.
Can I bring a date?
It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Can I bring a date? I don't have a thing to wear. That is just so what Art would say. Warren the Impress. That's where I need to be. I don't have a thing to wear.
A grand masquerade. I need to go shopping.
Girl.
I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor.
Nice! I want to go shopping! Can I? No, seriously. I want to choose my formal wear, please. These gray, white, no. I need a little more color. I need a more... Art needs more flair. He needs to be a little bit more fabulous.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. Art agrees. This place, definitely, we need to... Couture, the whole couture of the place is important. You know, morale, ups morale and all that good stuff. Give people, you know, a place for their eyes to rest.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
If they don't, I can't blame them. Our own safety comes first.
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers.
Oh.
They were so proud of our cause.
Oh.
Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
I wish we had saved more lives, like Maeve.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Would you care to go to a sorrel? No DBL business. Such a week's worth of bathing? Such as a week's worth of bathing? Carry on.
I'd be delighted if you could conjure up a marble bath within the next hour.
I'll attempt to add that to the list.
Nice. Oh. Oh, jeez. Speak to Varric. Okay.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The anchor's magic, not holy. Well, Art doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. The Maker isn't of this world. I don't think Art believes that. I believed it was holy too. It might be the Maker's will. Yeah, I'm seeing... I didn't necessarily plan for this, by the way, guys. This wasn't what I was, you know... I didn't foresee this happening. But as I am role-playing Art and after everything that's happening, he's starting to, you know... His beliefs are developing. They're evolving. And just like Angelus and just like Clive, it doesn't make sense for my character to be the exact same person that he was at the beginning of the game to the end. I see this evolution in his personality and an evolution in his values and morals and an evolution of what he ends up, his beliefs and his whatever, you know. I feel like I see that. It makes sense to me that he's sort of moving towards a certain direction. He's not really sure where he's going per se, but I want to see some sort of development and some sort of evolution. And this is where I honestly see Art going. It might be the Maker's will. I don't think he would outright say I believe it was holy too, but he would say it might be the Maker's will.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago, we can no longer see his hand in them.
It would be
He said
fitting
hand.
if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It looks strange, but it hasn't done me harm.
If it did come from Corypheus, that's a small mercy.
Yeah. Can I not talk to you anymore? Josephine? Oh, there's a lot of dust that I kicked up, sorry. Apparently I can't talk to Josephine anymore. Okay, well. Alright, I will see what else is here. This place is huge. I don't know how many episodes it's going to take for me to get through this. Wow, this castle is beautiful. Even with all the rubble, it's still beautiful, and we're going to repair this. I'd like to believe that over time, because I think it'd be really cool to fix up... Oh, we probably should summon the War Council. Undiscovered. To fix up, you know, you actually see the place get repaired and fixed up over time. Wow, here's the war table. We got perks. Alright. I know that I said I wanted to get the keys, like the Deft Hands perk, so that our rogues can unlock doors, but honestly, I'm really seeing the use of... I've started seeing some of these, you know,
It's a bit cold in here, don't you think?
We are in the mountains.
new dialogue
I'm more
options.
concerned about everything scattering whenever there's a draft.
I've been starting to see these new options, these new dialogue options popping up, and they don't pop up that often, but I do want to, as a person who enjoys dialogue and solving problems through dialogue, I do want to get them all. So I'm going to finish and get nobility knowledge. Detailed study of politics, rhetoric, and those who wield them to best effect opens up new dialogue options related to nobles and politics. There we go. We've got some people who are reporting. We've got a... oh my gosh, look at all of this. I am going to be busy, folks. Utilize the Grey Warden treaties. I was correct. Spreading the word that the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens meant messages of support poured in. With the treaties in hand, we've managed to secure new recruits and donations of both gold and equipment. The commander will make good use of them. Josephine. Nice. Truth or dare, the Imperial Court. Commander, leading nobles to the crater was an interesting experience. Mallory had to restrain a few of them physically from singing their names on the red lyrium crystals. One of them wanted a charred corpse as a souvenir. Next time I'd rather we dropped them in the crater and left. Knight Captain Rylan. Awards received, influence. And is that... Are we still working on another one? Dorian's request. Available? Ooh, if Dorian's requesting that. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there, lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus's minions, but these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. For one, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead, which I do, since I have an idea of where they might be. Thanks to an investigation I began before coming south, I thought we could put our heads together and track them down. At which point they would sneer something at you into Winter and you would be forced to kill them, which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat, me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted continued breath. They would be less happy, but who cares about them? Up to you, my Lord Inquisitor, Dorian. Thank you, Dorian. Let us look into this carefully and quietly. We do not wish to alert the Venatori to our awareness of their existence. We have former Templars skilled at hunting mages. I can send them to follow Dorian's leads. If there are Venatori out there, they'll show their faces. Someone has seen them, and Coin loosens their lips. Nice. Let's see what else we have. In your heart shall burn, a memorial for Haven. Ambassador Montpellier. Although we have not always seen eye to eye, I believe that on this subject we will be in perfect agreement. I would like to build a monument at the site where Haven stood, as a memorial to all those who gave their lives defending the faith. Shall we work together to honor those fallen heroes, Madame Ambassador? Marquis d'Aurelion. Cullen, I'm sure we can get some volunteers from our ranks to help with the construction. Not participating. I can do some fundraising for the project, and we could send a representative for the ribbon cutting. Probably going to send Josephine for that. Because it was addressed to her anyway. I have to say that what the writers decided to do with Roderick was great, because they kind of made you think that he was going to be trouble, that he was going to be another, like I said, Sister Patrice, that he was going to be maybe even this game's Udina. But he ended up being okay at the end. Yeah, I think he kind of ended up redeeming himself as a character at the end, which was a surprise to me, a pleasant surprise. So I'm glad that they didn't make that too cliche for him. Gather a coin is still there. Locate weapon is, yeah, that's still there. Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion. Fiona. It's Sketch! Oh, Sketch from Liliana. I have to use Liliana for this one, because Liliana's friends with Sketch. Fiona, we got the word out to everyone we could, but some cells were too remote to reach. We'll need the Inquisition to contact them, at least to let them know the Templars are gone. They are gone, right? Sketch. I can send a few agents with the mage from Redcliffe to persuade the cells to come in. They're likely afraid to come out of hiding, I can send a few non-Templar soldiers to protect the mages on their way there. Rebel mages may not believe we aren't Templars. I can ask the Banorn for help contacting them. That's a good point. But rescue missing in Ferelden, completed. Followmire resources. Blood Lotus and Dawn Lotus are both found in the Followmire. The area is also known for Summerstone and Blue Vitrol. Now that the Inquisition has established a camp in the region, they could instruct the men to seek out these resources and send anything they could find to Skyhold. Elf-fruit is particularly plentiful in the bog. We should focus on that. I've got plenty of elf-fruit. I don't need any more elf-fruit. Our men can concentrate on finding stone and metals. That I don't have as much of. Let our forces collect whatever they can, where it's safe. I mean, I agree to that too. Which is probably a little bit of everything. Hinterland. Completed. Hinterland resources. The Hinterlands is a notable source of elf-fruit and onyx. Inquisition forces at camp should search for these resources and arrange shipment to Skyhold. We could focus on finding new sources of healing herbs. Our men should focus on gathering onyx and drakestone, which I kind of agree with. Anything can be useful. Let them take whatever they can find, which sounds like a balance between the two. Conscript for the Inquisition. Well, that settles it. We face a Darkspawn Magister who commands something that looks suspiciously like an archdemon. I defy anyone to tell me that this is no blight. We have Blackwall's treaties, and we have cause. Thetis will require little persuasion. So this is sort of another blight? Kind of? Kind of? What we need is information. Grey Warden influence may loosen even the tightest lips. We need to bolster our forces. Let them conscript more soldiers. Information and conscripts are well enough, Inquisitor, but gold secures these things and more. Investigate. Oh yeah, we still have 40 minutes left for Liliana to catch up. Shadows over Denerim. My Lord Inquisitor, first, I feel I must apologize. When I arrived at Redcliffe Castle, things had progressed to the point where I simply wanted the rebel mages and everyone associated with them. Oh, is this from Honora? I think it's from Honora. When I arrived at Redcliffe Castle, things had progressed to the point where I simply wanted the rebel mages and everyone associated with them out of our lands. Now that time has passed and the breach has been sealed, I have come to learn more of what you represent, as well as the true threat that you face. Of course, I speak of the Tevinter cult, which I have reason to believe has infiltrated the royal palace in Denerim. Seeing the Inquisition knows far more about them, I would ask for your assistance in hunting down these spies before they do here what they did in Redcliffe. All of Ferelden would be grateful. Queen Honora Theron. And if Alistair was king, it would probably be from Alistair. I have the agents in mind for this. Allow me to send her to Denerim quietly to hunt down the Venatori spies. Send forces to aid the manhunt. Not only should we help, but everyone should see us doing it. I agree with Colin, actually, on that. Improved stability. Oh, I already looked at this one. Reports of Darkspawn activity. Oh gosh, the Darkspawn are coming. This really is like another blight. There are reports of Darkspawn activity on the Storm Coast. While the area is sparsely populated, the Darkspawn pose a significant threat to travelers, as well as to Inquisition soldiers stationed on the coast. Should the Darkspawn branch away from the region, villagers further inland may be at risk. It's risky, but a few scouts could sneak past the Darkspawn and try to determine where they're coming from. The Darkspawn are emerging from underground. Our soldiers can sweep the area to determine where they're most concentrated. Not participating. An ally from Starkhaven. Oh yeah, Sebastian. The search for the Hack Rider. Ruffles. First off, you play a mean hand of Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me on finding this Belenforth guy in Kirkwall is starting to show some promise. I got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor cod carrying the manuscripts out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courtier is a magistrate, Lord Werner Cammering. The coterie won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word with him for me. I have a friend in the Kirkwall Guard. She might be willing to talk to this magistrate. I'm owed a few favors in the Viscount's office. I could call one in. Acquire the Arcanist. Skyhold has an incredible potential for runecrafting and mastercraft smithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain the full benefit. The war and the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist with great skill and a reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made landholders recruit reluctant to allow her passage through the territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tantervale, but this Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. To bar passage, they must know she's there. They will not. A full retinue will secure her safety along the Imperial Highway. Alliance can only overwhelm any concern. The owners of where she will travel need only be convinced of the worth of pleasing us. Alright, that's one thing I definitely need to do, because I need to get somebody to help us with runes. There's a lot of new ones. Make contact in the Emerald Graves. We've been contacted by a Fairbanks, who says he has information of value to the Inquisition. He offers a trade. The information in exchange for the Inquisition's help in eliminating a dangerous rebel band calling themselves the Freemen of the Dales. There have been reported sightings of these rebels all over the Dales, where they have caused significant problems for our Legion troops. Uprooting them could be a good move for us. First, let us see what the Fairbanks has to say. He is hiding out somewhere in the Emerald Graves, a legendary Dalish forest. My spies report that he is well acquainted with the area and its terrain. He could prove a useful asset if we choose to trust him. Liliana, at your word, I'll send emissaries to meet with Fairbanks, along with the hidden agents to watch him. Liberate Emprise de Loyen. My dearest Josephine, the hills of Emprise de Loyen are in peril. A maidservant recently returned from visiting an uncle in Sarina spoke of gruff-helmeted men about the village's quarry, and the appearance of strange red crystals in the fields close by. I suspected red lyrium and sent men to investigate, but the bridges leading to the area had all been destroyed. The Red Templar's handiwork, I wager. If we do not act quickly, all of the Highlands may be lost. I wish I bore fair tidings, my dear. My warmest regards to your family. I pray for the quelling of these winter winds to chaos, that we may meet again in springtime. Your truest friend and ally, Eduardo Desjardins. The Elfsblood River froze over after an unreasonable chill. We'll need brave soldiers and sturdy mounts, but it's our only path into the mountains. Wicked eyes and wicked hearts. I'll do that later. We've got so many other things to do. Investigate the Exalted Plains. Cullen, our spies looked into the breakdown of contract between Val Royeaux and Imperial Army forces in the Dales. Troops on both sides agreed to cease hostilities, then retreated to their camps to await the outcome of peace talks. What occurred after the withdrawal is a mystery. The last communique from Gaspard Marshall reported a rash of desertions. After that, silence. I agree that this warrants further investigation. Do what you will, and my agents will lend support. Liliana. We can march soldiers into the Exalted Plains and position scouts in strategic areas. If lines of communication are down, we must be prepared for anything. Truth or Dare, Lake Celestine. A page from Travels of a Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. Oh, this is from Vivienne. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates the locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlay's heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Val Royeaux. A note is written at the bottom of this page. Comte de Morier and Marquise Cormontant, both spending money like water, which to pursue. We have agents in place near Comte now. We can infiltrate his matter at a moment's notice. Comte de Morier is a distant relation of the Empress. We should speak with him first. A job for Valkos mercenaries. Oh, it's the Valkos mercenaries again. Adar, I heard you got promoted by the little sharp human and the red-headed one. How much are they paying you? Should I send Tarlock to check over your new contract? You know the first rule, never trust human with numbers. Sorry, I got distracted. That's not what this message is about. The kit's getting restless. You can only spend so much time sitting on your butt surrounded by humans before you get a little bored. You're in charge of the hairy eyeball soldiers now, right? You can find us a job. Quick, because if I had to listen to Karis's attempts at poetry much longer, I'm going to cut him a second mouthhole somewhere south of the first one. Shokrar. P.S. There are 34 new sonnets Karis is waiting to perform when you get back, and I think he wrote a sestina. From now on, pretend you can't hear. Liliana, one of my agents needs access to a noble's estate. The mercenaries can serve as cover. We have several reports of demon attacks from rifts that Qunari blades might solve. I have a supply caravan that could use an armed escort throughout the Dales. There's so much to do. Stop venatory activity in the west. Leliana's spies have discovered orders from the Venatori high-ranking commanders. A large number of mages are traveling westward to excavate something of great value to our cause. The Inquisition must find whatever its enemies are searching for. The region is vast, but Leliana is ready to put her network to use in tracking down Corypheus' minions. The Venatori are sending some of their best scholars into the wilderness. Let us discover precisely where they are heading. The Serpent of Navarra. Inquisition agents have uncovered a potential problem in the nation of Navarra. A Tevinter mage by the name of Virelius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus, and rumors comment on how strange it is for a new advisor to be so closely heated. There is evidence to indicate Virelius is a member of the Venatori. Having the Navarran king under their sway would give the cult a great deal of power and hinder the Inquisition's ability to operate in the north. Investigate Hunter's Fell. Based on the revelation at Haven that Venatori operatives report to a darkspawn believed to be the Magister Corypheus, threat assessment of possible Venatori has been reprioritized as vital. Duke Tythus Pentagos rules the Navarran city of Hunter Fell. A former military hero who prided himself in his open-minded attitude, Duke Tythus rules with the help of a secret network of old adventuring companions and possible lovers, as they are all rumored to be beautiful women. Information on the 5 bellies of Hunter Fell is limited, but they are known to include humans from both Orlais and Ferelden, an elf, a dwarf, and even a Talfa Shoth. Known or suspected backgrounds range from respected Mortalassi or dragon hunter to bard, smuggler, or even apostate. We believe one of the 5 bellies of Hunter's Fell is a Venatori agent working to advance the agenda of Corypheus. A bard's reputation precedes her, even if she wishes otherwise. I can uncover more about her. I have friends among the Templars. They might know more about the supposed apostate. Dragon hunting is a noble sport, usually. I should be able to find out about this hunter. Okay. Well, first things first. I need... This one takes 0 time. So let's acquire this Arcanist. Full Rituine, safety across the Imperial. I'm gonna trust Cullen with this. Acquire the Arcanist. The Arcanist has been secured. Despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages, she awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. Oh, I'll have to go check her out. Conscript for the Inquisition. Next one, I feel like the most pressing thing right now is helping Dorian and the Queen of Ferelden. So, where's Dorian's thing? Because we already did Iron Bull's thing. His quest, I believe. Gather coin, Dorian's request. We have 4 more Templars. Skilled hunting mages, I can send them files. I feel like this requires a more delicate touch. If there are Venatori out there, they'll show their faces. Someone has seen it and the coin loosens their lips. You got this, Josephine.
Inquisitor.
Meanwhile, I think Cullen is the job. Really, Cullen is the one that I want to send to Danarum to help Queen Honora. Because I agree with him. Send forces to aid the manhunt. Not only should we help, but everyone should see us doing it. I agree, Cullen.
All right.
You got this. 3 hours. Well, we're not going to see Cullen for a while. Or his agents for a while, that is. Okay. I guess that's it that we were going to do for right now. There's still so much more of the Skyhold that we have yet to explore. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.